car news, one of the most popular series on this channel, for the first time ever with over 1,000 subscribers. Let's get into it. First of all, there's a new Hyundai Santa Fe hybrid. The Hyundai Santa Fe is one of Hyundai's most popular SUVs based off of the Kia Telluride, which was a rather new addition to the lineup. The Santa Fe, at least the new version, and the Telluride being an all-new model. And they just came out with a hybrid version. Now, for my taste, I would describe this as the ugliest new vehicle, especially with, well, that. And another thing that I just want to comment on quickly. Hyundai is very weird with their styling. They like to do this very, forward, in my opinion, hideous, but, forward-thinking, straight, flat styling, and then do the most cringiest thousand stuff, like hybrid, with the little hybrid badge. I mean, a car that has that type of badge on it with the hybrid and the fun, funky letters and the thing, that sounds like a hybrid Jetta or a Prius, not something that looks like this. So it feels a bit out of place here, and, I mean, it's an okay-ish car. It also has their new stupid steering wheel, which I don't like. The steering wheel is hideous, the buttons are in the wrong places, and it just looks ugly. Some steering wheels I hate, this one is definitely one of them. Nissan is also recalling their Z because the pedestrian detection sensors may not work. I know, you're clutching your pulse right now, you're just holding it, grasping everything, trying to not succumb to the stupid parking sensors. This just shows, when you see car companies have so many recalls, you probably think, oh, they're not quality anymore. Most of it is garbage like this, like the pedestrian detection sensors. Oh no, well, as long as you're not a moron and don't hit someone, you should be okay. Ram is also recalling 33,000 pickup due to stability control issues. Stellantis is already in a very bad place. We all know this. And having their most popular brand have 33,000 vehicles recalled, I think it'll do them in 100%. I think Stellantis, by the end of this month maybe, will be done. Right now they're running on popsicle sticks and glue, and they're almost out of glue. It is not going well here. Also, the Infinity Autograph Lounge SEMA concept is tailgating for the rich. Essentially what they try to do is make tailgating as whiny as possible. So they did this. Of course, you got the leather on the things. I just think this is, what's wrong with you if you can't just, sit in the back of your car and have a little fun? It also just looks incredibly out of place with this car. It doesn't seem fitted very well with the brown with the black interior. And, I get that it's supposed to look fancy. That doesn't look like a very comfortable anything. I don't know. And it's got this huge, shroud of, I'm guessing, padded material with this tiny, crappy, obviously not glare-resistant screen. I don't think a lot of people will pick up on this, because there's, a saying that goes a long ways, and it is, money talks, wealth whispers. I don't think anyone that has a serious amount of money, I think they're just gonna, bring their Toyota Grand Highlander and just sit in the back of it, and that's how they're going to tailgate with a couple of years. Not this. This is only if you have child support payments due and you decided to buy a new fancy car from all the money that you're saving by not paying them. This is when you buy one of these. So, yeah. Also, Bentley Motors further delays its EV plan amid as it embraces plug-in hybrids. It's no trick that EVs stink. EVs suck. EVs, they don't go a long place. They're not reliable. Companies have no idea how to build them. And for companies that can't even figure out combustion engine cars, EVs are almost nearly a death sentence to any reliability they had left. And it's no wonder they're putting this off. Also, the Lexus LS prices bumped up again to $81,000. That's a lot for a car, and I hope I never pay that much for a car, and if I do, shoot me dead. The next car is a 2026 Kia Telluride. The Santa Fe and Telluride are being updated, which is, it's kind of interesting. Does anyone care? We know what it's going to look like. It's going to be ugly. It's going to be huge. There's going to be some stupid advertisement about it that we're going to hate for a couple, weeks or whatever, and then it's going to go away. We're never going to hear about it again until the entire cycle happens again. I don't think any of us are very surprised. They're also making a truck out of it this time, which, good job, guys, for giving away the entire Telluride. Jeez. Yeah, they're going into the truck thing. I don't believe this would be in the U.S. Believe it or not, a lot of brands have trucks that are just for Australia. Like Toyota has the Hilux just for Australia, which is the last good truck that they actually make. The others suck nowadays. Which is just surprising for Toyota. And Mazda also has a truck, which, if you look at it, it's very weird. So the Kia Tasman, It's okay. It's fine. Also, the Ford F-150 has some price cuts, and it now starts at $40,000. Originally, they took a lot of bits off of it to try and bring that price down, except they were unsuccessful, and the price was still very high. Now it looks like they've succeeded in the prices being lowered, so that's very good. Cadillac has discontinued their extremely popular XT4 SUV. This was the smallest SUV in their lineup without, being technically a crossover, and it was not a bad car. Penguin Z0 allegedly drives one. So yeah, I mean, Cadillacs are fine. If I had to buy a GM, I would probably buy a Buick. But if I couldn't afford a Buick, I'd buy a Cadillac. Don't ask me how I could not. Don't ask me. Anyway, yeah. I mean, it was a neat car. But it's dead now, so that's kind of sad. Also, Nissan sales plunge after over 10% after downbeat quarterly results, production cut plans. Yeah, Nissan is doing terribly right now. A lot of people would say that Nissan's doing pretty good. Not at all. This transition to EVs has killed what reliability or trust in their brand they had at last. They're almost done. They're not quite Stellantis level where it's just, chuck whatever you can into the fire to keep us warm. Chuck the tax returns in there as well. It's more just them slowly phasing out. Nissan's being phased out. Cadillac Vistique, third row EV, no one's gonna buy that. It's a GM vehicle, which means it's already bad, and it's an EV, which means it's bad. Mazda CX-90 and CX-70 were called for power loss and electrical issues. I mean, they had such bratty commercials. They were like, Subaru wants to be known for safety, but Mazda has more top-rated vehicles. Mazda just has more vehicles. No wonder they have more top safety ratings, because they have more vehicles than Subaru. Subaru is obviously a smaller car company than Mazda. And so I'm happy that these are recalled. No, I've been preaching Mazda's praises here, and this does not look good for me. So, I don't know about that. Also, this is one where I'm going to stop today just to let you know. Toyota warns that California's EV mandates could limit customer choice, calls for changes. Toyota is absolutely right here. EVs suck, buyers don't want them, and mandating them is ridiculous. I've been to California. I've been to New York. I do not like them. I do not like these bigger, run by specific people states. And the policies that they put in place, they make zero sense whatsoever. And this EV mandate, it's just a push for, billionaires that I'm sure have paid a lot of money into the certain people running these states to make these stupid EV mandates. That way, the Cadillac Vistique can be your only option when you want to have a third row SUV. They're stupid. They're not called for, and Toyota's 100% right for calling them out. I also noticed Jalopnik, which is a source that I almost never use because they're fine, I guess. They were like, Toyota has almost no EVs, and yet they have the dare to call out California. Jalopnik, first of all, I can count on one hand the people that I know that read your articles. And second of all, I don't like you. So yeah, with that, thank you for watching. Don't forget to comment, like,